Forget everything you think you know about tennis comebacks. We're not talking about minor tweaks or a new coach. We're talking about a complete, unsettling metamorphosis involving one of the most explosive talents the WTA Tour has ever seen, Caroline Garcia. Most athletes peak, decline, and then fade. Garcia peaked, plummeted, dropping outside the top 70, and then, in one terrifying, beautiful explosion, she became better than she ever was, capturing the WTA Finals and cementing her legacy. The question is, how do you go from being muted Mamba to the flying firepower without changing your basic DNA? The superficial story involves confidence and fitness, but the truth, the secret buried beneath the statistics, is far more complex and frankly, a little cold. We're going deep into the tactical vault now, peering behind the curtain of professional tennis where the real decisions are made. Look at her forehand pre-2022, powerful, yes, but often a safety shot, aimed high and heavy. Then, suddenly, the geometry shifted. It became the most aggressive, flat, heat-seeking missile in the game. This wasn't training, this was a deliberate, almost reckless tactical mandate. Her biggest secret. She started treating every single second serve like a potential winner, pushing her receiving position so far inside the baseline it looked like a glitch in the simulation. This exposed her to immense risk, sure, but it terrified opponents and completely negated the free-point mechanism most players rely on. Think about the audacity, intentionally maximizing high-risk, high-reward scenarios, trusting sheer aggression to overcome margin of error. Now, here's the unsettling part, the piece of the puzzle that makes the comeback feel almost manufactured, the serve. Garcia served fast before, but post-resurgence, her average serving speed increased while her double fault rate paradoxically stabilized. How? She wasn't aiming for higher speed, she was aiming for flatter trajectory. The data shows a statistical anomaly, a significant decrease in spin rate on her first serve, making it more difficult to return but keeping the ball in play more consistently. This calculated flattening, this surgical removal of margin for rotation, allowed her to steal cheap points against the very best returners in the world, establishing the tactical cornerstone of her dominance. She willingly traded comfortable margin for lethal efficiency, optimizing for the shortest possible point length. This hyper-aggressive approach wasn't just physical adaptation, it was psychological warfare translated into geometry. Her consistency in approach, even when trailing, made her a true outlier among her peers. The unexpected twist in this whole high-octane narrative involves her movement, particularly her net play efficiency. For years, Garcia was celebrated, and sometimes criticized, as a baseliner with an occasional foray forward. Yet, during her rise, she redefined her role as an all-court destroyer. She wasn't just coming to the net, she was attacking the net. The statistics are horrifying for her opponents. In high-pressure tournaments, Garcia was winning over 75% of her net points. But here's the detail nobody discusses, her speed to the net didn't increase, her speed after the contact point did. She was not just rushing the net, she was using the forward momentum of her approach shot to carry her through the transition zone with unmatched acceleration. This subtle timing adjustment forced opponents into impossible passing situations, making her volleying look supernatural when the real secret was her footwork sync. This wasn't about being fundamentally faster, it was about perfectly timed acceleration in the crucial 5 meters post-hit. The consistency was the final nail in the coffin for her doubters. But consistency in Garcia's world doesn't mean error-free, it means relentlessly applying her oppressive system. Think about the clay court season, a surface that traditionally suppresses extreme aggression. While others slowed down, waiting for the high bounce, Garcia maintained her flat, forward-moving methodology. The fact that she could beat elite clay specialists with a style diametrically opposed to conventional clay tactics confirmed she wasn't just riding a wave of form, she was operating under a new, universal tennis algorithm. She discovered the hidden cheat code, maximum velocity application across all surfaces. This versatility allowed her to defeat players like Swiatek, Jabeur, and Pegula on surfaces where they were supposedly untouchable, demonstrating a technical adaptability that few players truly possess. The true climax, the moment that shifts this from a sports story to a psychological profile, happened not on the court, but off it. Remember how quickly she fell outside the top 70. Many insiders speculated burnout or deep technical flaws. What if I told you the slump was, in some strange way, necessary, a period of forced decompression that allowed her team to wholly rebuild her tactical matrix without the daily pressure of top 20 expectations? The extreme low wasn't a failure, it was a workshop. She consciously accepted the short-term humiliation to install a long-term, unsustainable level of aggression, a level that would break most players but which perfectly fit her unique physical talents. She didn't just regain confidence, she built a new, risk-addicted persona designed specifically to punish the modern WTA power game. The immersion is now complete. Feel the speed. Hear the flat thud of the ball leaving her racket. The secret isn't confidence, it's the calculated, systematic elimination of margin. The most successful version of Caroline Garcia is the one who accepts that she must flirt with the catastrophic error on every single point to achieve the legendary point. She's not just playing tennis, she's deploying a kinetic weapon. She weaponized vulnerability. And the most astonishing part of this whole equation? Her greatest challenge was never the opponent, but the constant, internal battle against reverting to safer, less successful patterns.